afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Brewing Live. I'm now on my third episode, and this is the third episode of Brewing Live all new season. And we're here to stay for the entire 2021 second half. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. This is Master Coach A. I am the founder, the creator, the chairman of the board, and the current CEO of Decaf Coffee Republic, the home of life coaches here in the Philippines, and your coaching hub. If you are one individual who's looking for a space where you can feel comfortably during the season of your transitions and transformations, then Decaf Coffee Republic is a coaching hub and the coaching nestle for you. If you are one person who seems to be burdened right now with the pandemic issues and concerns, or maybe you are one person who's going through some areas of development, progress in your life, personally, in your family, in your career, then Decaf Coffee Republic is a home for you. We are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and you will be welcome, you will be assisted, you will be accommodated with professional certified life coaches. And for today's topic, I am landing on my third. This is a series. So I started on episode 1 where I talk about rethink how you think through mental models. And yesterday, we talk about being mentally skilled to win in life. Today, we're going to be landing this on what? You being able to think tough and not rough, especially during this time when there's a lot of things that happens in our lives. Now, if you are new to our space, this is Decaf Coffee Republic. We have a physical space that is located inside Pioneer Center. This is along Pioneer Road, corner Brixtons and United Streets, Capitolia, Pasig City. We are just across Bayanihan Center, Unilab, and you will not miss us when you get to the ground, when you get to the parking lot. Just ask the guard and ask your way to Decaf Coffee Republic. We are situated at the second floor. So, while we're back, actually, we've served. Brewing Live was able to serve for 7 months, and then we had a quarter break. So, Brewing Lab was originally a project, an offshoot project of Coach A Coaching Club, where we serve the community and fill the digital staff with great staff that truly matters. We had a quarter break. We gave way to relieve the Kapihan night, and we had a quarter break where there was noontime Kapihan. And now we're back, Brewing Live all new season, and all the episodes that you will be hearing from episode 1 down to the last episode of this year for the straight 6 months of 2021 for the second half, all our episode will be anchored around mental preparedness, and will be anchored on mental health, mental welfare, mental fitness, and mental toughness. Okay? Why is that so? Because we want to be with you, we want to partner with you in this new landscape of living amidst all the challenges that brought to our present time by COVID-19. Our heart in this movement, our heart in this endeavor is to brew mental fitness in your space as we go through daily conversations every lunch break, every noontime. So if in case you are at your workplace right now, you're spending time with your office mates, you're having lunch break with your colleagues, or you're at home and working from home and you're with your family, our heart here is every single day during lunchtime, we brew mental fitness in your space with the conversations around love, relationships. Okay, let's include relationship. Pag tumitibok ang puso, let's include relationship, love, relationship, because there's a lot of relationships right now that are being challenged because of our inability to go out and date the usual. Okay, we talk about hope. Is there hope in all of these things? Do we still have the faith? And most especially, do we keep the joy amidst all these things? Now, if you are new to our space, I am Master Coach A. I'm a professional certified life coach. I am a mental health practitioner in the platform of life coaching. I am a trauma-informed coach. I have studied, I have specializations, and have practiced in the area of trauma-informed coaching, but no, it does not. Okay, be sure that you are clear about this. Trauma-informed coaching does not replace, okay, your need for psychiatrists, your need for medication, or your need for a therapist. We are here to co-labor. We are here to partner with professional, with medical practitioners in this area. But definitely, trauma-informed coaching have something to offer in, especially if you are one person who's still looking into how to navigate through your traumas, or maybe you are still one individual who's thinking, do I really have a trauma? There are two types of trauma. You've got the big T and the little T's. What are the little T's? These are the little traumas that maybe you're not aware of. And of course, there are big traumas that we are very, very much familiar. When big things happen, when big things, come into our lives, and we know that we for that moment, something hits us and we know that's trauma. But there are little T's, little traumas that really day in, day out, it hinders us to be the best versions of ourselves when we show up. Now, in case you miss any of the episodes, episode 1 and episode 2 of this 3 days launching episodes from Master Coach A, I invite you to take a look, subscribe, visit, and be part of Coach A I Connect YouTube channel, or you may also follow and like my YouTube channel, Coach A. Now, it is very important that these 3 episodes, episode 1, 2, and 3, is something that you know, something that you are familiar, because these are foundational concepts, these are foundational teachings, these are foundational sharing that we are doing as we jumpstart right now into mental preparedness. It is very important that we get mentally prepared this season, because anything can happen. When I say anything can happen, good or bad, people are very reactant right now. We are in a season of really extreme acceleration, and there's also a lot of digitizations that's happening. And you might expect that not a lot of people are ready for the big change. Not a lot of people are ready for change after change after change after change. So there's a lot of things that's happening internally, externally, within you, outside you. And what is truly important, because we cannot control all these things that's happening around us, what is truly important is we get mentally prepared. Now, every Saturday, if you want a conversation, a deeper conversation on mental preparedness, every Saturday, Coach Candy Teng is doing mental preparedness talk at Decaf Coffee Republic, and that's happening every 4 p.m. You can get in touch with 091 with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661, so that you get truly equipped, okay, with the things that you need, especially if you are one person who is going through mental challenges, if you are one person who's taking care of a mentally challenged individual, or maybe you are one person and you know at this season of your life, you can reach out and you can help other people, then this is a time for you to get empowered, okay? So we are professional service providers in this space. We are practicing in the area of life coaching, in the area of mental health, in the area of mental fitness. If you also get to see the value of food, of nutrients in your body and in your mental health, then Decaf Coffee Republic would also be able to partner and walk you through the transitions and the transformations that can come from your choices of your food. Watch out for the following episodes here at Brewing Live for mental preparedness, because these are the areas we are also gonna be talking about. Now, if you want to follow through a specific topic, a specific concerns in life, I invite you to check out Life Coach Philippines. That space is created, founded for people like you who's looking for a specific answer for a specific questions in life. Right now, we launched again, okay, life coaching, what? Life coaching conversation centered around specific topics for each concerns that you have. So you have a specific topic, and that specific topic You have specific concerns. Okay, so for example, you want to talk about fear, and about fear, you want to talk about specifically about anxiety. What do you go through? Okay, when you have anxiety coming from fear, that's the conversation that Coach Orville just had in his coaching Think Talk. So we have coaching Think Talk every 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. inside Life Coach Philippines. And so if you have that specific need, if specific concern for a specific areas that you want to grow, you want to outgrow, or maybe one areas that you know it's time for you to face, then go hop in at Life Coach Philippines, and definitely there are 21 topics, 21 learning conversations every single week. We come in 3 times in a day, times 7, that's 21. But here in Brewing Live, here in Decaf Coffee Republic, for the next 6 months, every single day at 12 noon, we will be talking about mental preparedness. And today, we're talking about mental toughness and not roughness. And to all of you joining me live right now, to my fellow coaches, to my fellow tribe builders, to fellow game changers, let me know in the chat box, what's the difference between roughness and toughness, except the letter R and the letter T. Okay, so what is toughness to you? When you hear that person is mentally tough, okay, versus that person is rough, okay, what comes to your mind? Okay, here's the thing. Let me dive straight here. I say you can only develop mental toughness over time. You do not develop mental roughness. What you develop is mental toughness, or you become rough in your character. So it's either you develop your mental toughness, or you become rough in your character. Why is that so? Because over and over again, day in, day out, challenges happen. Things happen. Hashtag they said, shit happens. Okay? There are mess in our lives. There are concerns that shows up. There are unexpected scenarios. There are things that would come in our lives that will disrupt and interrupt the way we do things. And the question is, do you respond with mental toughness or character roughness? Are you mentally tough, or character-wise, you show up roughly, crudely? When think about how you respond when it is not your best day. Think about, how do you respond? How do you take on situation when things don't go your way? When you need a favor and you've been turned down, or the favor was not given to you the way you expected it. When you needed help and the help was not given to you. When you're having simply a bad day because you're not feeling well. For women, you would say, I'm having a PMS. For men, you would say, this is just like a BS thing. Okay? What do you do when you feel like it's enough? Like you hit the road, rubber hits the road, or you're pushed against the wall. These are conversations in your mind. These are things that you normally say, I am experiencing, and this is the way I am responding. Think about it. Are you mentally tough, or people sees you very rough? Think about it. Pause for a moment. Have a mental picture of all the conversations you're having with your spouse, with your children, with your colleagues. And better yet, have a mental picture of your conversations with a stranger, somebody of lesser rank than you. Have you been thinking how to transform your life? Being able to take charge of the way you respond to situation. Transformation happens when you can take charge of your thoughts. Let me repeat that. Transformation happens when you can take charge of your thoughts. And oftentimes, our failure, our inability, our feeling of incapacitated to take hold of our thoughts and be in charge of our thoughts is because we miss to develop our mental toughness. What happened instead is that we become rough in our responses. We respond crudely and we treat people roughly with our character, with our thoughts of this is how I am. Okay? How can you respond and how did you get to a point where you are responding roughly? Is because you're thinking, your thought process goes like this: I deserve it. This is me. I can make it. I am important. I am somebody. How could this person do this to me? How could you? You see, mental toughness allows you to see the difference between your rights, your privileges, your entitlement, what is due to you, what is due to other people, what is possible, what is not, and all of these things. But truth of the matter, around all of this, if you envelope this, mental toughness is anchored on core values. What is it that you truly value in life? What are your core values? What are the things that represents the core values that you profess? When you say no, when you say, I am mentally tough to say no, are you saying no to the things that challenges you, to the things that you truly have to do it? Like, no, I don't want to do it, but you're the person responsible to do it. And you say, I'm mentally tough to say no because I have the right to say no. I am painting a picture here of all our cognitive biases. I am painting a picture here of how we're showing up in disguise of mental toughness, while truth of the matter, we're being rough. I am talking here of things that you think you're able to hit other people, but truth of the matter, you're hitting yourself. Mental toughness begins with you accepting, I have been rude, I have been rough in my character, in my attitude, in my responses. We cannot be mentally tough if we cannot control our own thoughts. And without controlling our own thoughts, transformation might be elusive for you and me. Countless of times, countless of times, we go through the process of planning. I wanna be good. I wanna be tough. We plan, we prepare, we focus our mind, we set excellent goals. But how many of you here would agree with me that oftentimes you miss the mark? And you come to a point where you ask yourself, what's wrong? What else am I not doing? Now, here's the thing. Becoming mentally tough is a choice. It's a choice. Nobody can force you to be mentally tough. You have to make the choice. When you are tough, when you are tough, you think you think in ways and manners that does not only protect you but also protect other people in a space. You can control your emotional state. Tough thinking is short of saying disciplined thinking. Tough thinking is what keeps you from losing your temper when somebody commits a mistake. Tough thinking is not when you run on people. Tough thinking is when you're able to give up your entitlement when you know that it's going to be a battle lost. Many times we get to a battle and we know it's a lost battle, but we are so entitled and we push through. That is not mental toughness. Tough thinking requires you to be able to see mental images, to be able to hear tough words or words, and yet you are in control. It means that you are able to take full control and full responsibility in a precise moment, in that precise moment. It's not venting out, ranting, and then you pick up the pieces and take hold of it. I am talking of at the moment. Precise moment. Precise, it means right there as it happened. Think about the moments when you lose your grip over things. An undisciplined thinking pushes you and gives you the tendency to go further from the things that will allow you to achieve your goals in life. It pushes you away. When you're not able to take responsibility for the things that you need to have responsibility, it's time for you to reconsider your mental toughness. It is one thing to say, I'll stop. I will not do this. I will not commit that thing. It's one thing to do it in actuality. Mental toughness allows you to think tough and act tough. So mental toughness allows you to think tough, act tough. So tough thinking, tough acting. It's both. You think and act. So this is tough acting refers to how your body responds. How you use your body to affect your emotional state when you are being confronted with situations that you don't like. Can you discipline your body in your responses? Or do you throw things around? You bang the door, you smash things. Or the other side, you pretend things aren't happening. Things is not as it is. Everything is okay. Everything is cool. Oh, it's okay. I understand. But deep inside of you, you're boiling. How are you acting? Look seriously with the connection of your body movements. Look seriously the way your hands move, your feet, your body, and your voice, the tone, all of these things. How is it connecting to mental toughness? Is it reinforcing you to be mentally calm, physically stable, or the way you're responding triggers other unhealthy emotions? Let me know in the chat box. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting. Now, let me know in the chat box. What is rough and what is tough in terms of thinking? I've been asking this. Let me know now. How do you see this? How are you connecting this with the way you respond? Have you ever thought in those times where you feel your energy is all gone? Have you ever thought of those times? Maybe start thinking now. Come to mind, mental picture. Those times when all your energy is gone. You force yourself to look fresh, to look good, to look great. You try to roll out of bed, or maybe you try to get up from your seat and say hello to someone, which you don't like, honestly. Those times when you know you're at the lowest, like my energy is drained now, what do you do? How did your body respond? Like when that you crawl out of bed or you force yourself. Is that mental toughness? Is that acting? Is that thinking and acting tough? Think about it. Okay? What about those times when you made the worst mistake in your life? Or maybe you made a mistake and you could not imagine. Mental toughness will assure you to stand to it, respond to it. But come to mind those moments when you have uttered the wrong words, said unimaginable things, or they said things that the next person cannot digest. Does your body respond? Like your body, do you act in a posture of humility? Or you act in aggressiveness and push the blame to other people? Tough thinking, tough acting. What about when you are faced with major crisis and you just say, think calm, ooh, calm. And the next thing you know, you're bursting. Think about it. How many of you knows someone who goes through jogging, who goes through the gym, who sweat, perspire, release all the toxin, and when something happens, boom, like a bomb, and they're not in control. Think tough, act tough. These are both components of a disciplined thinking. If you are disciplined in your thoughts, you will be disciplined in your actions. You cannot separate the two. How many of you connecting and how many of you says, I am gonna be mentally tough? Hashtag, I am gonna be mentally tough. You don't develop mental toughness overnight. But I want to hear you. I want to hear you say. I want to see on the comment that you're making a commitment, that you're saying yes to yourself to development of mental toughness. Now, if you are here right now and you're still yet to develop that mental toughness, because this is something that you need to develop over time, okay? I'm going to give you 3 points. Okay, 3 points. 3 points to consider, 3 points to get started, and it's easy for you to navigate and develop your mental fitness in the tenets of mental toughness. Ready? Okay. Type in the chat box, ready. Let me know in the chat box if you are ready. I'm going to give you 3 things. And if you want more, let's have a conversation, or better yet, join Be Learning Society. Every single month, 3rd Saturday, I talk about mental models. Okay, I conduct mental models masterclass. And definitely inside our community, inside our group, there are a lot of mental exercises that you will receive in the context of the mental models that I am teaching. There will be workbooks, there will be worksheets, and there will be a support team. Be a member of Be Learning eCard by Decaf Coffee Republic. You get discounts, you get free coaching, 90 minutes every month, and you get a full access to attend my mental models masterclass every month. And you also get to be part of our community of mental model collectors. Now, let's get started. 3 things. Okay, so this is not the only 3 things. Okay, this is not the only things, but I'm gonna give you 3 things to get started. All right, number 1, ready? Okay. Okay, come on now. Let's get started. Number one, stay out of fire. Stay out of fire so you don't get to play with the fire. Stay out of fire so you don't get to play with the fire. Most of the time, people act tough. Okay, act tough or fake being tough. Camouflaging their fear. Let me repeat that. Oftentimes, people wants to appear. They wanted to appear tough and they camouflage their fear to confront the situation by being mad. Okay? Furiously mad. You know what happened? When you are furiously mad, hell break loose. Nobody gets near you. People repel and I'm mad. Get out. And they hide behind anger. And you kind of see these people develop the statue, that image, where people would say, don't push him, don't get him mad, because it's going to be hell for you. Okay? And did you say, like, stay out? Now, here's the thing. Your negative emotions flows in two directions, internally and externally. To develop mental toughness, you do not direct that emotions outwardly without directing that emotions inwardly. You need to see that emotions, okay, when directed internally, will disrupt your anger burst. Let me repeat that. When that negative emotions is directed internally, it will disrupt that anger, that burst of anger. And that will make you stay out of fire. But oftentimes, that negative emotions, you direct it outwardly, you get into the fire, and you play with the fire without you knowing that because you're playing, you believe that you're winning, and before you knew it, the fire consumes you. That's number one. A lot of times you play with the fire. You go straight to the fire. Now, here's my response to you. Unless you are the firefighter, unless that's your role, don't play with the fire. Get out of the fire. That emotions, direct it inside. Because when you direct it inside, it will make you pause. It will make you stand still. It will allow you to reflect. Oftentimes, we don't see visible signs of fear when people are so fuming mad. And that's the reason why these people camouflage. I tell you, if you always get angered, when you always blew out, okay, on a single thing, you blew out of proportion things, you rant, you do things that you regret, you harass people, you treat them badly, I'll tell you the truth. You are fearful. You are fearful to confront your thoughts. You are fearful to confront your action. If you want to be mentally tough, get out of the fire. Stay out of the fire and direct that emotions internally so you can direct it externally later on in the context of mental toughness. And with that, you can help your space prepared for anything that is yet to come. Connecting everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Number 2, accept adversity. Accept adversity. When we are faced with adversity, often we just give up. We give up and we say, it's not for me. We give up and say, this is too much. This is overwhelming. Oftentimes we say, oh, I failed again. Oh, I'm messing up again. If you want to develop mental toughness, you want to fix that response of yours that you keep throwing the towel, or worse, you keep throwing things at other people. Go back to the very root of your problem, because that's what needs fixing. Hear me out. I'm not talking about you needs fixing or other people needs fixing. I'm talking about where is the root of your problem. Where is the root of these things? You've been going through different jobs or different relationship, and it ain't working over and over again. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Ask yourself. Do I act in a manner that would lead me to get the results that I truly want? The adversity that you are facing right now, is it truly something that just come out in the air, like in the bubbles one day? Or this is a product and a result of your decisions over time? Think about it. When something negative happens to you and you fail to control your emotional state and you feel terrible about it, what do you do? To overcome your inevitable adversities in life, which normally they would come. Step back. Step back. Before you throw the towel, before you rant on other people, step back. Step back. Step back and see how you can see that situation in another frame of thoughts. When I say another frame of thoughts, what if all your beliefs, what if all your thinking process is not the way it is? What if? That's what I'm saying, you frame it. What if? What if that person did not attack you? Quite the opposite, you were the one who attacked. What if that person is not confronting you? Quite the opposite, you step and threaten the person. Now, I'll give you a picture. If you are walking in a dark pathway, it's all dark, and somebody just show up in front of you, like from nowhere. Somebody show up. What would you do? How would you respond? Come on now, like dark path. You would imagine, okay, it's not really a very good feeling, right? Okay, that to begin with, why would you walking alone in a dark path? It's not really good. And then somebody just like boom, show up. You know, at that moment, truth of the matter, you could probably hit that person in defense, could probably run, or you could probably freeze. Whatever. How do you respond to fear? Okay. Now, here's the thing. What if, what if you are that person who just appeared in that person's life from darkness, and that person like felt he was attacked by you just showing up, and he hits you. So in your mind, that person attacks you. But truth of the matter, you showed up and created that tension in other person's life. You get that? I'm not saying here that you think about all of these things. What I'm saying is that, can you give yourself the permission to think it otherwise? In the way to think it otherwise, what if all your presumptions or just one of your presumptions and assumptions ain't true? How could it change the fact? How could it change the situation? Are you getting this? Now, if you want to get out of this adversity issue and you want to develop your mental toughness in this context, I would say be persistently proactive. What does it mean? When you walk a path, be clear with your path. When you develop a relationship, be clear with your purpose of relationship. When you walk away, be clear why you're walking away. When you engage, be clear why you're engaging. When you start a project, be proactive to make the results possible for you. And now on my last, okay? Ready? On my third. Okay. Remind yourself. Number 3, remind yourself. You're in control. You are in control. You are in control of this. You are in control of this. You are in control of this. You are in control of how you connect there. You are in control of how your body would respond, because you are truly in control. Where do you put your body? What habitat do you allow your body to engage with? What is the habitat you are providing to your physical state? You are in control of this because you are the one allowing what gets to your mind, gets into your thoughts. You are in control of your heart. You are in control of how secured emotionally do you feel, because you are the one allowing this heart to expand or to shrink. And spiritually, you are in control of your decisions to connect with the source, with the true one living God, or you decide to become like God. It's a choice you have to make. The choices you are making every single day makes you either mentally tough or character-wise being rough. Do not confuse character roughness with mental toughness. And do not believe the lie that being rough in character brings mental toughness. Quite the opposite. If you want to be mentally tough, you develop your character away from roughness. Mental toughness is thinking tough and acting tough. And acting tough means you are able to uphold your core values regardless of what life throws at you. Core values, when you uphold it, shows the best version of yourself, even if things aren't going your way. Mentally tough people go through transformations and transitions with their mind focused, with their hearts dedicated, and their body in place in the right habitat that nurtures mental toughness. Core values is the foundation of mental toughness. You cannot be mentally tough if you are anchored on things that destroys and disrupt and kills and is not of God. Mental toughness allows you to think and act like a God created person. Let me repeat that. Mental toughness allows you to think and act like a God created person. And a person created by God lives in his image and his likeness. Thank you so much for being part of Decaf Coffee Republic, our advancement in mental health, our advancement in mental fitness, our advancement in mental wellness, our advancement in mental awareness. All of these things have different tenets, different facets, but all of this belongs to the God who wants you to live mentally prepared, emotionally secured, spiritually anchored to Him who created you. Good day, everyone. This is Master Coach A, and I look forward to serving you again in another learning opportunities. Good day, and I see you once again inside Life Coach Philippines, Coach A Coaching Community, and here at Decaf Coffee Republic. Every Thursday, I do Coaching for the Soul live at Decaf Coffee Republic. I hope to see you in one of those learning opportunities. Love, bam boom. Love, bam boom. Love, bam boom. Good day, everyone.